Fatima, and you're watching CTV on the Higher Learning Network. Put your head right.
The Female Solution Global Radio TV Show invites you to an invigorating conversation with our team of hosts Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Time. Start your week with Monday Morning Mindfulness with Zelda Speaks. Tuesdays, Self-Cell Care with Jody Susan. Wednesdays, Repairing Broken Families with Naima Latif and co-host Kareem Hamid. Thursdays, Soulful Solutions with Dr. Debbie Green. And Fridays, Health and Well-Being with Beata. Saturdays, tune in 12 noon to 2 p.m. Central Time. First Saturday, Success Strategies with Jana. Second Saturday, Wendy Williams Esquire on relationships. Third Saturday, Move Around with Deborah. And fourth Saturday, Wisdom with Mama D. Join us Sundays, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Time for Soul Purpose Healing with Beata. Call in and comment 515-605-9325. Press 1 to speak to the host and be a part of the solution.
We just ended here again.
The Female Solution Global Radio TV Show invites you to an invigorating conversation with our team of hosts Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Time. Start your week with Monday Morning Mindfulness with Zelda Speaks. Tuesdays, Self-Cell Care with Jody Susan. Wednesdays, Repairing Broken Families with Naima Latif and co-host Kareem Hamid. Thursdays, Soulful Solutions with Dr. Debbie Green. And Fridays, Health and Well-Being with Beata. Saturdays, tune in 12 noon to 2 p.m. Central Time. First Saturday, Success Strategies with Jana. Second Saturday, Wendy Williams Esquire on relationships. Third Saturday, Move Around with Deborah. And fourth Saturday, Wisdom with Mama D. Join us Sundays, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Time for Soul Purpose Healing with Beata. Call in and comment 515-605-9325. Press 1 to speak to the host and be a part of the solution. The Female Solution Global Radio TV Show invites you to an invigorating conversation with our team of hosts Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Time. Start your week with Monday Morning Mindfulness with Zelda Speaks. Tuesdays,
all right, you work on
Care with Jody Susan. Wednesdays, Repairing Broken Families with Naima Latif and co-host Kareem Hamid. Thursdays, Soulful Solutions with Dr. Debbie Green. And Fridays, Health and Well-Being with Beata. Saturdays, tune in 12 noon to 2 p.m. Central Time. First Saturday, Success Strategies with Jana. Second Saturday, Wendy Williams Esquire on relationships. Third Saturday, Move Around with Deborah. And fourth Saturday, Wisdom with Mama D. Join us Sundays, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Time for Soul Purpose Healing with Beata. Call in and comment 515-605-9325. Press 1 to speak to the host and be a part of the solution.
Grand Rising, and thank you so much for joining me today. I'm your host, Zelda Speaks. Welcome to Monday Morning Mindfulness. And today's topic is, are you being abused? Do you know someone who's being abused? Well, do you know who and where to go to if you are in need? Well, be sure my audio is up so you can hear me. Yeah, you can hear me. Thank you so much. There's a lot of people being abused, and there's a lot of mental health challenges happening right about now. So expect the unexpected, but expect to get some help here today because Sister Fatima will be joining us after the 7:30 break. So be sure and tune in. If you're listening online, we'd love to hear your comments and questions. You can call in at 515-605-9325. Press 1 to speak. If you're watching online, you can join us on our social media, Facebook and YouTube channels, Higher Learning TV Show. And if you are celebrating a birthday, it is Monday, June 26th. I have to think about it for a moment. It's Monday, June 26th. Happy birthday, born day. If you are celebrating a birthday, we are celebrating it with you. How about that? And 1 month from today is my niece's birthday, July 26th. India, Namaste, in Japan. Well, Konnichiwa. I'll just let that play. But in the meantime, in between time, if you are headed out and about this morning, just know it is going to be nasty outside. But first, I just want to share you a little bit what happened over the weekend. It was the AGT, Austin's Got Talent, and they were featured on the Global Virtual Teen Talent Contest. And if you go to our YouTube page, you will see that information. Well, actually, if you go to our homepage on the Higher Learning Network TV show, you can see it right here. So if you go up in the upper right hand corner, click on our YouTube. There's Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, email, what is this called? The Female Solution to the radio show. How could I forget that? And there's Pinterest. But right now we're going to go to the YouTube channel so that you can see what happened over the weekend. Every last Thursday, Thursday, where do you get Thursday from? Every last Saturday of the month, we have the Global Virtual Teen Talent Contest. And that is for youth who are ages between 13 and 19. You can join the contest. So why is the page not moving? There it is. It's not moving, but you can't see the contest. So let me get out of that and get back into our YouTube channel because I have no idea why it's not pulling up, but there it is. Yep, there it is. And then I'll just scroll down to live. Well, can I see it here? Yeah, there it is. No, there it is right there. The Global Virtual Teen Talent Contest. And a special shout out to Officer Martinez, who was the facilitator for this event at the Klein Center, 5628 West Ogden Avenue in Chicago. There, it was Friday. Was it Friday? No, was it Friday or Saturday? Friday. It was Friday night from 6 until 9 p.m. 5628 West Washington Boulevard. And I'm just going to speed that up for you just a little bit. So, well, actually, I don't have to speed it up because it's going. But anyway, it's the Global Virtual Teen Talent Contest showcasing AGT, Austin's Got Talent. And baby, these children showed out. And there's Tony as we're on our way in. Who are you?
Today to film kids talent contest here in the Austin area.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to film this event today. And you can check it out on Higher Learning Network. Tuesday at 6 p.m. Wednesday at 1. Xfinity TV channel 19. So check it out and see how you're doing in the West Side Chicago and Austin.
And look like we got some staff here.
Hello, welcome to the K-Rock Center.
Hi, where are we?
We're at the K-Rock Center.
And that is 5628 West Washington, is that right?
That is correct.
And who are you?
I am Lynette. I am one of the site
Okay,
managers.
well, that's just a little glimpse of what happened. But if you go to higherlearningnetwork.org, you'll see all of the information there. You'll see when you go to the YouTube channel on higherlearningnetwork.org. So that's just a brief introduction. I just want to share that with you. If you are headed out and about today, it is going to be very challenging because NASCAR race is being prepared for, and it is going to be hectic. So expect the unexpected because streets are being blocked off every single place on the planet. Well, I shouldn't play, but definitely here at in Chicago. Today's traffic and weather is sponsored by Karen Kelly of itex.com. If you are an entrepreneur or a business owner and you have products or services to sell, then you can go here and sign up. Use my name, Zelda, Z-E-L-D-A. Always giving a shout out to the ancestors for making my way possible. That's Richard Pegee, who used to relieve me on Dusty Radio 1390. Anyway, as we take a look at the expressways, And as we take a look at the expressways, do know that there are major closures for today and tomorrow for the NASCAR closing near Grant Park. There's major traffic congestion. Expect delays every day by at least 30 minutes. Grant is closed, Columbus on Jackson to Roosevelt is closed. Also, Congress Plaza is closing. Southbound Lakeshore Drive is closed. So expect delays. Give yourself a little extra time to get out because July 1st and 2nd in Grand Park is the big to-do with NASCAR racing. But if you're not driving NASCAR and just driving on the street, that's another story. Still going to take a long time. As we take a look at the inbound Kennedy, 44 minutes inbound, 29 on the reverse. On the Eaton's, 34 in and 24 on the reverse. On the Eisenhower, 44 minutes in, 37 out. On the Stevenson, 26 minutes in and 19 minutes on the reverse. On the Dan Ryan, your usual delays slow from 95th to 35th. 25 minutes in, 13 minutes out. On the Bishop Ford, 11 in both directions. And at DuSable Lakeshore Drive is 10 minutes inbound and 9 minutes on the reverse. And that is your traffic and weather, sponsored by Karen Kelly of itex.com. Be sure and tell her that Zelda sent you. So if you're an entrepreneur or an owner and you need products or services, anything you can buy at Walmart, Kmart, any other marts, cars, equipment, anything, you can get it right here at itex.com. So just be sure and tell her Zelda sent you so you can get your $100 and go shopping right away. And if you are a living in the world where we have been obsessed with eating over time, they've trained us to eat just junk all day. Chances are you may have be a diabetic. So check out diabeticdonut.com, free of charge. All you have to do is go there and download my story, the ebook, and the recipe that I'm drinking every morning: apple, beet, cucumber, lemon, ginger, kale, turmeric. Oh, Lord have mercy. It's an acquired taste. So what can I say? But I drink it because it keeps my numbers down. And if you know somebody with that problem, then please share that with them, because we all know somebody who knows somebody who's a diabetic, or if they aren't a diabetic, they are very close to it. And the word of the day comes from Leviticus 19:18 from my girlfriend, Darylyn. And it says, "Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am the Lord." And that is from Darylyn. I just thought that was so cute. I just wanted to share that with you. But I also want to share this one with you too. This one really stood out to me yesterday. It says, "I matter to God. You and I matter. What may seem inconsequential to us is not inconsequential to Father, Mother God. Whether we are competing for a parking space or for a lot of money, the force which backs the demand for a demonstration is the same. God does not know the duality of big and small." Wow. Embedded fear or perceived lack of consciousness comes from human consciousness. Let me say that again. Embedded fear or perceived lack of consciousness comes from human consciousness. Be willing to do the required work to receive good. Pray without ceasing. Some days you may be on the mark and other days not. The mark did not move. Go back to the oneness of the divine and know that unlimited, lavish abundance is for you. I am consequential to myself. God is. I am. Whatever I request from the one mind consciousness of Father, Mother God is made manifest. Therefore, nothing good is too big for me to receive. Let's say that together. Nothing is too big for me to receive. Thank you, imagination, in me, through me, around me, as me, and through the Christ within. And so it is. Thou knowest my down sitting and mine uprising. Thou understanding my thoughts from above. Thou knowest my way and my paths, and art acquainted with all my ways. And that's from Psalms 139, 2, and 3. And that is your Monday morning mindfulness. And now it's time for your Monday morning mindfulness meditation. And you know what that means? After I wipe some of this sweat off, I'm drinking this hot tea, so this is how I detox early in the morning. Some tea, make you sweat some of the impurities out, because you've been sleeping all night. You've been laying still, the fluid build up. That's why I'm always blowing my nose first thing in the morning, get all the mucus out. And if you are not one of those people that has mucus, good for you, because everybody I know got a little mucus somewhere. But anyway, I digress. But it is time for our Monday morning mindfulness meditation. And the purpose of this meditation is to arm you with tools and techniques that will allow you to remain calm in times of chaos and confusion. We are charged with all this energy that is around us every day that dampens, that weakens us. And I think the first thing in the morning that we need to do is to empower ourselves. So that's what we're doing by breathing. When we breathe in and breathe out, it calms the nervous system. That's why we're breathing. Why are you always breathing, Zelda? Because I'm always triggered. So in order to lessen the effect of the trigger, I breathe. And that's what I ask you to do too. Short breaths stresses the system. It stresses the system, but long, deep breath. Breathe in and breathe out. Just breathe in and breathe out. That calms the system. So that is what we will do. And from time to time, just a few minutes here, you'll hear this sound. And that is simply the sound to remind you to refocus, because the mind has a tendency to wander. It's just all over the place. That's what it does. Your to-do list, get the kids to school, your job, your breakfast, yada, yada, yada. All of that stuff is important. But right now, you are the most important thing. And thank you for taking the time this morning, because when you take the time to take care of yourself, it has an effect on others. So let us begin the process. A noise-free process. So if you are anywhere where there's some noise or some light, feel free to lower the light, dim the light, and simply close your eyes and start breathing in and breathing out through the nose. It's so simple. You simply breathe in and you simply breathe out. Oh, did you feel that already? Yeah, let's do that again. Breathe in through the nose and simply breathe out. Oh, that is so simple. And it just feels so good. Once more time. Breathe in and breathe out. And as we are doing that, let's just waken the body up a little bit. Let's just stretch it, because we sit all day at computers and we don't move enough anymore. So we want to wake the body up, wake the limbs up, just stretch, just simple stretch. Just enjoy being able to move, because somebody somewhere is unable to move. And I just love doing the stretching and the turn, because it feels good to all the inner organs inside the body. And it feels good to the outside of the body too. Just stretch, just a little movement. Nothing physical, nothing hard, just a little movement. So let us close our eyes and think of a place that you enjoy being in. And I want you to picture yourself. I always picture myself in the grass, in the park, by the water, because it feels good there for me. So that's what I do. And I hope that you will enjoy this experience, the sounds of nature as we breathe in and as we breathe out. We give thanks for the power of the breath because someone somewhere is unable to breathe on their own. They may have COPD or asthma or any other respiratory diseases. And look at you, breathing out on your own. What a blessing. So let's just breathe together. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Being at the right place, at the right time, doing the right thing. We give thanks for the power of the breath and the power to be alone at one with our higher self as we breathe in and as we breathe out. We give thanks for the power of the breath because the brain, it sends the signals to the rest of the body to participate in this breathing exercise. We give thanks for the power of the brain. We give thanks for the power of the breath as we breathe in. And it doesn't matter if we're breathing together or not, just simply breathe. Breathe in and breathe out. And let us take the power of that breath as we stretch in, knowing that this is the type of movement that can calm you in times of chaos and confusion just by breathing. And if you feel like rotating those shoulders backwards and forwards and stretching, please do so. Your body loves it. As we breathe in and as we breathe out, keeping those eyes closed. This is your private moment. You should not be looking at the screen or at me, but the inside of your eyelids. So as we continue to breathe in and breathe out, we give thanks that we are always at the right place, at the right time, doing the right thing. And as we bring that breath of energy up to the top of the forehead, the crown chakra, and as we inhale, bringing the power of the breath down through the face and landing on the shoulders as we rotate those shoulders. Continue breathing in and breathing out and rotating those shoulders backwards and just stretching some more and giving thanks for the power of the breath as we breathe in. Sending the power of the breath down through the solar plexus and the shoulders and the arms as we stretch them out. Giving thanks for the power of the breath as we continue to breathe in. And as we breathe out, sending that breath down through the solar plexus, the chest and the sides and the back and the buttocks. And we feel free to do the higher learning hip roll as we move this morning. As we give thanks for the power of the breath as it moves down through our thighs and lands on our knees, as we give thanks for the power of those working knees, because somebody somewhere can't walk on their own. They might need a little assistance. So whatever part of your body is speaking to you this morning, simply love on it, rub on it, give it some love. Let it know that you are aware of what it's telling you and that, that you're going to do something about it. As we breathe in, we give thanks for therapy. If you are a senior, you have health insurance, please use it, because therapy does you wonders. We cannot, I repeat, we cannot sit all day and not be affected by it. So let us breathe in. And as we breathe out, giving thanks for those knees and the legs, sending that energy of the breath down through the ankles and the arches and the instep to the toes. Yes, feel free to wiggle those toes as we breathe in. And as we breathe out, sending love, light, and energy from the feet back up through the toes and the ankles, the feet, arches and the ankles as we breathe in. Giving thanks for the breath that comes back up through our legs and our knees and our thighs and our hips and our back and our buttocks as we continue to breathe in. And breathe out as we do the higher learning hip roll. We give thanks that we are always at the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. As we breathe in, taking a deep breath, bringing that breath back up through the solar plexus and back up through the neck and to the top of the forehead. We give thanks for the power of the breath as it breathes in. We give thanks that all of our body parts are functioning to the highest degree. We give thanks for the brain that sends the signals of love, light, and energy down through the heart chakras and down through all the inner organs, the liver, the lungs, the spleen, the spine. Yes, we are recognizing all of the wonderful work that you're doing inside of us. And we don't do anything. We simply what? Breathe in and enjoy the inner workings of our body as we give thanks for the food that we eat, digestion of the food that we eat, the assimilation where it does what it needs to do inside of us, and the elimination, most important, how it comes out. Because a lot of y'all constipated. I ain't wanting to gossip, but you need to get you some Nopalina or some Nopal, okay? Nopalina. It's just fiber and flaxseed. Get your little chia seed too. You'll be okay as we breathe in. And as we breathe out. And just be with that breath for just a moment, giving thanks that you even have the opportunity to use your body, because somebody somewhere does not have that privilege. And look at you. Go. All righty. Let us continue breathing. Giving thanks for the power of the breath as we take one long, last, deep inhale deeply. And as we exhale through the mouth, turn the head to the left as far as you possibly can, feeling a stretch in the right side of the neck. And bring the head back forward. Inhale deeply. And as you exhale, look to the right as far as you possibly can. And feel the stretch in the left side of the neck. Oh, yes, that feels so good. Bring the head back around. Feel free to tilt the head from side to side and rotate it backwards and forwards, giving thanks for the power of movement, because somebody somewhere is unable to move on their own. And look at you. What a way to start the day, able-bodied. As we take our long, last, deep inhale, we give thanks for this Monday morning mindfulness meditation, and hopefully you will share it with someone, because it is the stress, the mental stress that's killing us. And we can all participate by just sharing. Just somebody's upset, so just breathe. Just take a deep breath and practice it. Just take a deep breath. Breathe in and breathe out, and you'll be just fine. And now I'd just like you to just sit for a moment. Close your eyes and see whatever it is that you have to do today, that it's already done. And you give thanks that it's already done. And wherever you are in life, be sure and go outside today and get you some sun and some heat and some nature. I live in a high rise, so I just can't walk right out the door, but I bring as much nature in as I possibly can. You see plants on both sides. So if you don't have some nature in the house, get some dirt, some sand, some plants, and something. You need to have some nature, because we're in this box all day. We leave one box, go in another box. We're box. So be sure and find some nature today. And if you're near a tree, Go sit near a tree and have a conversation with yourself. Just get quiet, do some breathing, and see what happens. The answers are always there. All we have to do is get quiet long enough to hear them. And be sure and share this with someone, because we are all part of the one. And if one person is upset, chances are someone else is upset too. So sometimes when you are confronted with chaos and confusion, all you have to do is start breathing and blow it out. And if you got a little funk on your breath, like you forgot to brush your teeth, I promise you, if you blow it out, they will move back. You're like, oh, okay, yeah, they'll move out. It works every time. I'm telling you, this ain't what I heard, this is what I know. Okay, so try it. And that's your Monday morning mindfulness. Thank you so much for participating in this breathing experience to calm you down in times of chaos and confusion. If you are on the switchboard, feel free to type in what city or country or state you're watching from. And it is 7:31. It is time for our Monday morning mindfulness first commercial break, and we'll be joined by Sister Fatima, uh, who talks about being abused. Are you being abused? You know somebody is being abused? Well, you stay close, and we are going to allow you to call in at 515-605-9325. Press 1 to speak, and we'll be...
The Female Solution Global Radio TV Show invites you to an invigorating conversation with our team of hosts Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Time. Start your week with Monday Morning Mindfulness with Zelda Speaks. Tuesdays, Self-Cell Care with Jody Susan. Wednesdays, Repairing Broken Families with Naima Latif and co-host Kareem Hamid. Thursdays, Soulful Solutions with Dr. Debbie Green. And Fridays, Health and Wellbeing with Beata. Saturdays, tune in 12 noon to 2 p.m. Central Time. First Saturday, Success Strategies with Jana. Second Saturday, Wendy Williams Esquire on relationships. Third Saturday, Move Around with Deborah. And fourth Saturday, Wisdom with Mama D. Join us Sundays, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Time for Soul Purpose Healing with Beata. Call in and comment 515-605-9325. Press 1 to speak to the host and be a part of the solution.
You could live to be 120 years old and remain active, healthy, alert, and vibrant. Our bodies are made up of cells that are constantly rejuvenating. So if we take proper care of ourselves, we can literally defy aging. Join us every Tuesday from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Standard Time to learn about self-care from Susan Essentials on the Female Solutions Blog Talk Radio Show. Learn how to help your body and your cells feel rejuvenated each day through proper nutrition, sleep, frequency medicine, and many unconventional methods of self-care. I'm Jody Susan. Join me and my amazing guests by calling in at 515-605-9325 and press 1 to speak. We'll help you achieve a breakthrough in your health today. What happens when a group of people are kidnapped from their homes, smuggled away in chains, and held captive in a foreign land where they are tortured, raped, and forced to perform hard labor by the lash of a whip and under the constant threat of death? Slavery, the African American psychic trauma. What happened to the doctors, writers, scientists, builders, educators, and spiritual leaders from Africa's golden age? Who did they really capture and sell into slavery? Are all African Americans suffering from psychic trauma because of a conspiracy to hide their true identities? Do you have psychic trauma? Take the test on page 22 of the book and see. Order it online today at www.naimalatif.com. That's www.naimalatif.com. And get your personally autographed copy of the book, Slavery, the African American Psychic Trauma.
Are you constantly arguing with yourself? Are your children with the way you are acting now? Is someone in your family abusing drugs? Have you been victim of domestic violence? Are you grieving the loss of a loved one? Let us help you restore serenity to your life. At Serenity Family Social Services, we understand that good mental health is a result of emotional well-being. Our goal is to assist you and your family in relieving emotional distress and restoring harmony and balance to your lives. We offer individual, couples, and family counseling. I'm Howard Williams, CEO of Serenity Family Social Services. Call today at 312-315-4820. That's 312-315-4820.
Do you want to live in a world without war? Join our global peace movement. Heavenly culture, world peace, and restoration of light transcends culture, religion, ideology, and other boundaries to achieve peaceful harmony in the global society. HWPL is committed to bringing world peace and cessation of war through peaceful dialogue between religious groups. I am Director Shinsu Kim of the HWPL Chicago branch of North America. Join us for our next gathering. Call 773-580-1501 and be a part of the movement for world peace. Email us at chicagohwpl@gmail.com.
Grand Rising. And thank you for joining me back here on The Female Solution. I'm your host, Zelda Speaks. Welcome to Monday Morning Mindfulness. We're just here to release some stress for you today. Thank you so much for participating in this show this morning. Are you being abused? Who and where can you turn to? But before you do that, I want to turn your attention to my blog, which is zeldaspeaks.wordpress.com. So when you go to you'll see that zeldaspeaks.wordpress.com. And when you scroll down, you'll see the importance of a healthy gut microbiome. What is microbiome? Vieta talks about it on her show all the time on Soul Purpose Healing and on The Female Solution. Now, she's on The Female Solution on Friday morning, rather, from 7 until 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, and on Sunday evenings. Last night, if you didn't hear the show on Soul Purpose Healing, I don't know where to begin. There was just such a wealth of information, and these three sisters that she had on, I'm like, oh my God, I cannot tell you how important it is that you go back. You have the opportunity to go to the archives on Blog Talk platform and listen to the show anytime, but you can also go to Viata's Facebook page on Viata's Tiny House. On YouTube, and you can see the show, and it is off the chain. Anyway, just had to share that with you because you need to know exactly what you are missing. But when you go back here to my blog, I digress. I do that sometimes. The importance of a healthy gut microbiome. There's information there. And Love Biome is a new company by African Americans. They just had a big whoop to do this past weekend, and this is information that you need to know that will offer you not only some health benefits but some financial benefits as well. So be sure to check it out on my blog on zeldaspeaks.wordpress.com. Let's go to the phone lines. 515-605-9325. Did I just lose her? Oh no, there she is. That is 773-709. I do believe that is Sister Fatima. Am I pronouncing that right, my sister?
Yes, you are.
Oh, wonderful.
Good morning.
Good morning, Grand Rising. Thank you so much for joining us this morning here on the platform. And
thank you for having me.
Thank you. Now, tell us a little bit about yourself. Now, the reason why I asked was I pronouncing that right, because the executive producer of the show, Naima Latif, gave me your information. And I'm thinking, because I've seen the name plenty of times, but I always say Fatima. So when she said Fatima, I was like, oh, okay, I just learned something different. So tell us a little bit about yourself and how this name came to be, my sister.
Oh, I'm a Muslim sister, and you can pronounce it Fatima or Fatima.
Okay. And how did that name come about? And the reason why I ask you is because my spiritual name is Shalometh, but the Zelda Speaks is the brand, so that's what I use it. But I prefer Shalometh. So if you can call me Shalometh or Zelda, it doesn't matter. But anyway, that was yeah.
That name was from Prophet Muhammad.
Yes, ma'am.
Peace and blessing be upon him. That was his daughter's name.
Oh, really? I did not.
Yes.
I did not know that. And what is the significance of it? What does it mean?
Well, it means like peace, you know.
Yes. Yes.
One of the younger sisters, when I first joined Muslim, I took my Shahada, and she just looked at me and said, "Your name is going to be Fatima." And
Really?
I loved it, and I've been Fatima ever since then for over 12 years.
Oh wow! What a blessing! What is that? What has that experience been like for you since you had the name changed?
Oh, it's been a blessing, alhamdulillah. I enjoyed being a Muslim. I enjoyed the blessings of being a Muslim, and it's just been really good for me. It changed my life. It changed my spirit. You know, it's just a blessing for us.
And it has not, you know, I don't think people really get it until they realize that the names that we are given are not our birth names, but the names of the masters that owned our families. So when we become enlightened and we like to be called by another name, sometimes people are a little resistant. Did you experience that at all?
Well, not that like that. You know, when they knew my name, my birth name, and then I changed it to Fatima, a lot of people, you know, didn't know how to say the name.
Of course.
So they would just say, "Well, I'm just going to call you your birth name."
Oh.
So, you know.
Yeah. We real good at that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, I just say whatever you can announce, call me, you know, and it's a blessing.
Okay.
I'm all right with it.
All right. Now, in your journey of having this name change, have you had any challenges as it relates to when it comes to legal matters? Just curious.
Well, no, I haven't had any bad challenges as far as my name in legal matters. But the reason why I'm calling yourself is about the problems we're having in my building.
Oh, and where is that at?
Well, it's in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
I live off it's 36th place in Chicago, and it's a senior disabled building.
Okay.
And they treat us so badly. The manager that runs the building, she is very rude to us, and she just don't do us right here. She took away our only transportation of bringing. When we go to the grocery store, we have a lot of us from age 65 on up to 100, and we're disabled. Some is in wheelchairs, some is on cane, some are blind. I'm partially blind with bad neuropathy in my leg, and I can't pick up heavy cases of water in my grocery to bring in. She took away the cart that we had to bring our stuff in and told us we had to get it up there the best way we can.
Really?
Really. And it's a 7-floor building. It's, each floor is 17 apartments. She gave us one car for everybody, for the maintenance man to use, the painters to use, and the cordless lady. Now, that was wrong for her to take that away, and people can't, we can't get our cases of water up here in our groceries.
Oh my
And for her to
goodness.
just do that, it was wrong. And I'm trying to move stuff out of my house to throw some stuff away, and I have no way to take it down. I have to take one thing at a time in heavy boxes and drag them downstairs.
Oh my goodness. And she's part of management, right?
Well, yeah, she managed our building.
Okay.
Plus, I went to the main office, and they told me it was very rude, and they told me there ain't nothing they could do either.
What?
I have to. They said you have to get it up there the best way you can. Half of the people in the building can't lift this stuff.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What is this address again?
60 East 36th Place.
60 East 36th Place.
36th Place. It's right off 35th and 36th in Michigan.
In Michigan. Okay. And what is it?
Med Apartments.
It's called what?
Med, M-E-D.
Oh, Med
Apartments.
Apartments. Okay.
Yes.
And no one at Med Apartments cares about what happens to the citizens. So the question is, so what's the next step if you're going to management? Management doesn't care, and then you go to the corporate office. With the corporate office is who you checked with, right? Who said they couldn't do anything, right?
Yes, I went to their realty, and they ignored the problem too.
Okay.
They told us to get it up there the best way we can.
Okay.
They want us to go get one of those shopping carts, which cost about $100 and some. And we're all on our fixed income, so
right.
We can't afford to get that and bring up heavy stuff like that in.
Right. That is outrageous. So what do you think the next step is, Fatima?
Well, that's why I'm calling to try to see if I can get some help from someone. Just at least let me know where should I go from here. You know, I done went to them. I went to the main office, and I wrote a letter to the U.S. Government for disabled, and I haven't heard back from them. So I'm trying to find out what we can do.
And how long ago did you do that?
Well, it's been about a couple of weeks now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I do know that since people are working at home, those that you would have to call and complain to, I do know that things are just a little bit slower. I'm saying a little bit, but we all know it's a whole lot, a little bit, for getting results. Right. For getting results to the issues that we have. And I'm sure there are plenty of them out there, but Chicago.gov has Chicago renting rights. Have you contacted them at all?
The Chicago.gov?
Yeah, Chicago.gov. It has Chicago rent. Yeah, understanding your rights.
I got that number from one of my tenants up here yesterday. And she told me to call there, and I was going to try to call there today.
Okay, wonderful. Because that's a start in the right direction. Do you also have is there internet availability in the system where you can also have something on paper? Because you really need something in writing to file a complaint. There needs to be a paper trail. That's what they call it. You need to have a paper trail. It's very good to do what you're doing, and you're just in the beginning stages of this. As you're waiting on others to respond, it is very important that you know your renter's rights. So there is a renter's rights booklet on Chicago.gov as well. Are you familiar with that?
No, I was not familiar with that.
Wonderful.
But I will try to get the book.
I don't know that it's a book. I think it's an ebook that you get online at chicago.gov, or as I'm scrolling through it, I see the residential landlord and tenants ordinance, which I think that will probably give you some type of information to move forward. It's like a 12 page ebook, and it has a whole source, a list of information, because there are rights that we have as tenants, as renters, that we are not aware of, and many landlords take advantage of that because we don't know our rights. So I would strongly, I would strongly suggest that if you have not written a letter to management and CC a government agency, like if there's an email, I know there's a contact information on here somewhere where it says contact us. I would CC whatever I'm sending management. I would send it to a legal official like chicago.gov. And not only that, but to contact what is it? There's some, I can't remember offhand, but let me Google it while I have you. It's not attorneys for the arts. There's free legal aid, something like that. Are you familiar with them?
No, I'm just beginning to learn all this, because I just started, and I'm needing this help not only for my neighbors, my friends in the building. I needed the help too, and I'm strongly trying to get this done for myself because I cannot take stuff out of my house because my legs give out on me.
Oh.
I have bad things up to the nine, bad nerve pain.
Oh.
And my legs will give out on me.
Oh no, we don't want that. Okay.
It kept me up all night. I haven't been to sleep. So it was like a 9. The pain was just that bad.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
I pray to Almighty that He put His healing hand on me.
Amen.
And I'm up this morning to talk to you.
Amen. Well, I am looking up resources here on the computer as we are speaking, and Sister Naima is sending me information too. But the information that you see here, I went to Google and I typed in free legal aid in Chicago. And as you can see, let me pull this up so you can see it a little bit bigger. I know you can't see it, but those who are watching and on the switchboard, if you have information that will help, please do call in and share it or post it on social media on our Facebook and YouTube page. Now, see, there are lots of them that say free legal advice, justanswer.com, talk to a lawyer, no fees. There's always, when it's sponsored, I have a tendency to stay away from those. That's just me because I know they want some money at some point. And what you want is free, free legal aid. So what I would strongly suggest you do, there's Legal Aid Chicago, 120 South LaSalle Street. They open at 8:45. I would strongly suggest them, legal aid. And I will post all of that information for those who are watching on my blog, zeldaspeaks.wordpress.com, so that you can have that information available to you. So at the end of the show, for those who are listening, and if you have resources that you can share too, you can call in and share those with us at 515-605-9325. Press 1 to speak, and we will take those. As a matter of fact, we do have some calls. Let's go to the phone line, 773-984. Unmute yourself. You are live on the Female Solution. What's your name? Where you calling from? And what's your comment? Are you being abused? Hi, who's this? Hi, Rashida.
Hi. Grand Rising.
Grand
I
Rising.
just wanted to respond to Sister who was talking about her experience.
Mm-hmm.
I had worked in that living in a private senior building the first time. The first time it was a water explosion because of a defaulted system in the building, and they wanted to sue me for $10,000, and I was the one who received the water damages and the loss.
Oh my goodness.
So I went to legal aid, and I was represented by this attorney, Mason Nash. I gave him my rent, so I would not have anything to do with the management personally because they were harassing me. And it got worse.
Oh.
The workers were coming into my bedroom. I was asleep.
What?
The last thing happened after reporting what was going on. I doing my sciatic nerve because stress acted up. So I went to the hospital. When I came back, they told me I couldn't go into my unit. I said, well, I can't move. I don't know when I'm going to move. She said, well, if you don't tell me when you're going to move, you can't go back in there. I said, well, I don't know you any yet. And then I'm waiting for some Muslims to come help me put my stuff in storage, standing downstairs. They went upstairs and put all my stuff on the elevator and threw it in the street. Everything. I couldn't move. Oh, wow.
Are you? I mean, I know you're serious. My goodness.
Yeah, so it was private owned. It wasn't public owned. They were owned by the Scottish Church. They're on 39th in Indiana. But right now, it's that way. And I think she's right. She better change her name and get out of there. Because it's going to get worse. They don't have to. I am trying to get out of here, but it takes me some time, and I'm waiting on my Section 8. But since the pandemic, they pushed me back. So I have to deal with living here. But I don't have to deal with how they're treated.
Right.
But they don't have respect when they start carrying on like that. They work. What I did, I just kept keeping away. Because I couldn't sleep at night. And because I was afraid that I would fight with a man in my bed. And so I would go out, and until I got tired, and then came in and fell asleep at that particular day. I'm sorry to hear that. When you're gonna move, then you can't go back up to your place. I said, well, I don't owe any rent or anything. Well, they had their workers to go up there and put my stuff on the elevator and throw it on the street like a dog. So I'm sorry. What's your name again, sister? Rashida Ali. Alhamdulillah. Sister Rahid, it's going to be all right. You just keep on praying to the Almighty, and you will survive all this.
Amen.
Yeah, I survived in spite of adversity. I just, had the wherewithal to go and a co-rent from a condo owner. You have to go into a private thing because some people have mental issues and they hate. And if they are into a power position and find the juice of serving, then they mistreat you. Same thing in the nursing home. My brother, he just died. He had contracted the COVID in the nursing home 4 times, and they were negative, and he died. We just had to bury him yesterday.
Oh my goodness!
I'm sorry, mashallah. I'm sorry to hear it, sister. Stuff a lot. That's the way it is. That's what we have to have on.
Amen.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
I had.
Sisters, I really don't want to cut you off, but I did have to get to the doctors today.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wanted to talk on the program with you, Sister Zelia.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And tell you all what I have to tell you and talk to you because the program sounds real good and helpful to me.
Mm-hmm.
And it gave me a lot of good information. And I'm going to try to reach out to the information that you gave me and see how I can get everything done.
Okay, wonderful, sister. That is Sister Fatima. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, Sister Fatima. And we will be posting. Yes, ma'am.
I would like to get her information because I think this one because it was not my fault, and I lost everything. So became homeless and lost my diamonds, my third, and I had a coach that I had money in, and they took that. And I couldn't just do this to me like that, and I didn't have a 5-day notice. So I think we need to do a class action claim.
Yes, yes. Yeah, you have to put these landlords on notice and let them know just because we are seniors, that does not give you the right to abuse us, because we have been here long enough to be of service and are still being of service. And when we propose some type of legislation to go through, and I do know that the Female Solution works with Congressman Danny Davis, and what is his name that sends out the newsletter right on the tip of my tongue, can't think of it. LaShawn Ford, State Rep LaShawn Ford.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we get with these two brothers, and there will be some action taken, and there will be some legislation acts put into place, and some fines put into place, because corporate runs things, and they understand when you take money out of their pocket, they understand that. So that is the next step. So Sister Rashida, I will have Naima forward you the information for Sister Fatima. Is that good?
That's great. That's great.
Wonderful, because this is a team effort. We have to do this together. It's not one person. And then, Sister Fatima, if you can, and I know you will have no problem getting the signatures if needed for this legislation. At some point, you're going to need some signatures, and I know that won't be a problem, because there are many people being abused, and at some point, we may be able even to come out and document that, to get some footage of the abuse. See, because as long as you are quiet and there's no proof, I mean, you're not being quiet now, but it needs to be exposure on social media. See, they understand that, because they don't want to get a bad reputation. They understand that.
And
So
they think that they can scare the elderly, you know, and because a lot of elderly don't want to get involved because they don't think that they might have problems with their moving, or they might have problems. You know, it's just a lot of elderly don't like to get involved in different things.
Right. Yeah.
And I can understand them, because they're at that point where they settled.
Yes.
And they don't like a lot of,
Right. You are absolutely right. So
it has to be done, because I can see her treating them like that. And she had one tenant up here where she talked so badly to her, she had her in tears. So that really lets me know that she just has a lot of evil inside her. Okay.
Now, Sister Fatima, this thought just came to me. I'm sure everybody in the building, not everybody, but most of the mothers and the men have children or grandchildren in the family. And I think it is imperative that you get the young people involved, because, honey, they will put it on social media, and that will have an impact. We're going to talk about that a little bit more when we come back from the break. And I know you have to leave, Sister Fatima, right?
Yes, I do, very much so. But I had to leave, but I had to get to this doctor.
Yes, ma'am.
About my nerve damage.
Okay, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for taking the time. Sister Rashida is still with us. Rashida, we're going to talk a little bit more after the break, but thank you so much, Sister Fatima, for being here, for sharing
And
this
thank
information.
you very much. You too, Sister Fatima. I still have a lake to you.
All right, y'all stay close.
You ladies, sisters, have a blessed morning.
Thank you. You do the same, my sister. We're praying for you in this situation to be taken care of. And you all stay close.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And we'll be right back because it could be you or somebody you love too. So stay close. We'll be right back.
Everything you need, what your body needs, is found in nature. So Susan Essentials doesn't do it any other way. Susan Essentials provides your employees and individuals access to over 20,000 nutritional products, and they are shipped direct to your door. Because Susan Essentials is certified in plant-based healing, we're committed to offer you the best nutritional supplements on the planet. They're non-GMO and sustainably produced, and we take the guesswork out for you. Let Susan Essentials help you take control of your health today.
Oh man, I sent the monthly sun bill today. This sunlight is really expensive, especially during this season. I'll probably have to work overtime to pay it.
Well, you better pay it on time. We don't want the sun to go out and we're sitting up here all day in the dark. Wouldn't it be terrible if God charged us for sunlight? Well, thank God, the light and heat from the sun is free. So why are we paying such high bills for the energy we use in our homes? Because we don't know how to use solar energy, the free energy from the sun. You can convert your regular home to a solar energy home and save tremendously on your electric bill. Take a look at your electric bill. Wouldn't you like to reduce or possibly even eliminate that cost altogether? Let one of our solar consultants show you how. Call today, 312-849-3456, and schedule a free consultation. That's 312-849-3456.
Grand Rising. And thank you so much for joining us back here on The Female Solution. I'm your host, Zelda Speaks. Welcome to Monday Morning Mindfulness. Today we're discussing, are you being abused? Who and where you can turn to for help. But before we do that, I'd like you to take a look at the screen for those who are online on social media with us. This is the one of the videos from AGT, Austin's Got Talent, because every last Saturday of the month, we have the Global Virtual Teen Talent Contest, which showcases youth in the community and locally and abroad, all over the world, who are doing wonderful things with their talent. And this is a young man who I met there, and I just want to share just a little bit with you of what he had to say about this experience here.
Hey there, what's your name, sweetie?
Hello, my name is Jack Fatima. I represent Final Explosive ANC. You can follow me on Instagram at Jack Fatima and subscribe to my YouTube channel at Final Explosive 08.
Now, you know you talk really fast, and I don't know what you just said, so I need you to spell that for me.
Okay, so you can follow my Instagram at Jack Fatima, JackPotJigga, and my YouTube, Final Explosion 08. Final FINALEXPLOSION 08.
All right, and what will you be doing today?
Today I'll be rapping on hip hop artists.
All right, and how long have you been rapping, my dear?
I've been rapping about 8 years now.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
8 years.
Yeah.
And how old are you? 9?
13.
13. Well, you know, because you're so good, chances are that you're already your own boss. But tomorrow there is the Global Virtual Teen Talent Contest. And if you like, we will show this so that you can compete too. Would you like to do that?
Yeah, that's okay.
Wonderful. I have Mom's permission too. Yeah. And what's your name, Mom?
Latricia.
Latricia. Did he get on your nerves with the rapping girl?
No, ma'am.
Oh, wonderful to hear. What do you like most about his rap? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so much energy on stage.
Okay, who would you compare him to? The energy.
JC.
All right now. All right, we got another jigger coming. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I have to ask these things. Higher Learning TV show. We should be live right now.
Okay, so you can go back and see the rest of that, but I just wanted to share that with you. So for you to see that the parents are involved, and I just love it. So it's like almost 3 hours long. So this is just him talking, but you'll get a chance to see him perform during the live performance. So I want to give a shout out to all of the talent that was there, who was participating, all of the children who were participating, and a special thanks to Officer William Martinez, the youth coordinator for the 15th district. And just to give a shout out to some of the participants, the teens that were there, Dana Thompson Jr., Peggy Whitehead, Soleil. Oh, you have got to hear these children sing. So please go back and listen to the video. Children of Virtue, Ayana Hobson, Ania Young, and Tajak. Also, the Golden Grills, Tajak, Walter Burden, Final Explosion, Jackpot Jigger, the little young man you just saw, and Anita Martin, and Isabella Parak. And this name, I'm going to try it, but the last name is Collins. The first name is spelled Miqahyken. It looks like McQuiken Collins. Okay. Forgive me if I didn't say that right. But congratulations to all of those who showed up at the June 23rd Austin's Got Talent, sponsored by Meridian and the Chicago Police Department Community Policing. As you see these little ladies here, these little girls, they were dynamite. So please go back and see the video and share the video. And thank you so much for participating in this experience to help our children. We're always talking about how bad they are and all the bad things they do. So let's reverse that and take the time to showcase the good that they're doing. And if you have children or teens who want to participate, they can always do that by sending a 1-minute demo to our email, hlntvshow@gmail.com. If you're between the ages of 13 and 19, you can sing, dance, rap, choreography, cinematography, photography, anything that they can do, writing, directing, producing, anything that they can do. Let us encourage them, because we are the village. And if we don't give them some instructions, so thank you for being a part of this experience and enjoying the AGT, the Austin's Got Talent. And as we go back to the show, I want to thank you so much for hanging in here with us. It is 8:13, and I do believe I still have Rashida on the line. If you'd like to call in, 515-605-9325, press 1 to speak. You can join the conversation. Are you being abused? Who and where can you turn to? Now, before we went to break, Rashida, you talked about some of the experiences that you have had as well. Where are you in the process of getting relief for your issues, for having this issue? Where are you at in that process, Rashida?
Well, I had gone to the congressman's office, who his representative referred me to the one that's over housing, and there has not been a resolving for almost over a year now.
Over a year?
So, yes, ma'am. And I lost everything I had, everything, including my drinking water, my food, everything was lost because I couldn't pick it up myself. I had no family or nobody representing me that could come and retrieve myself off the street. So people just went in and took my painting and my clothing and
I have food and everything off the street for themselves.
And nobody bothered to help. They just came and picked stuff, got what they needed.
Yep, I called the lady for Islam because, you know, usually the brothers and sisters, when Roddy called.
Yeah.
I called Minister Plump, and he allegedly called, and nobody was here, and all of my stuff disappeared.
What?
I was in bed. Around I really happened to me. So that's another thing that has contributed to my trauma. During that disparity, I had lost my grandson, so I boosted myself as school and everything else. But I had the will to do it, and the will to not to become homeless, and you know, like that. But they do some horrific things in those senior buildings, especially if they're privately owned.
Oh.
And so most time they feel as though they could do what they want. And I was having that. That's because I following people, because I say to myself, because I was trying to avoid conflict, because I know how it is.
Now, can you go back for just a minute? I didn't hear the part you said you contacted Minister Plump, and what happened?
Nothing.
Oh.
The same thing, the same issue. Because they told me to go up there that I could tell them the exact date that I was supposed to move.
Sister Rashida, you breaking up. We can't hear you. Are you moving?
Okay, yes, I was. Is it okay now?
Yeah, much better. So whatever you're doing, keep doing it right there. Because you were breaking up really bad.
Okay. Yeah, I contacted Minister Plump because they wouldn't let me go up to get my phone. So I used the security phone to call him because my phone was in charge. And he called Minister Ismail over at the nation because I know they usually help. He said he called, but nobody ever come. So about a half an hour after they commanded me to let them know the date I was going to move, although I didn't know them in the background. They just put their work up there and put my stuff on skates because it was packed anyway, and they threw it on the city pavement.
Oh my God! How long ago was this, Rashida? How long ago was this?
It's been almost a year now. I've been in transition. Yes, a year.
Lord have mercy. Nobody cares for seniors. This is what I am realizing.
I suggest to seniors to kind of avoid that conflict is to stay in your own state and get some hospital care if you need it, because the senior buildings and senior citizen buildings are very negligent. And it appears to me if you have a certain religion that you claim, that it's compromised even more because they feel like the world or your religious group they're supposed to be in their facilitation. And that's the way I felt after that experience. They feel like you're supposed to be in your own facilitation. And what really makes me feel that way is one day I decided to meet with them. So I went down to, they have an entertainment room and a library downstairs. So I went downstairs and I was watching court TV. This man came over, the man that I don't watch the TV and give him the remote. I said, well, I can't give you the remote because the students that don't give it to us to return it. But you don't know who I am, do you? I said, no, I really don't. I said, but I'm not giving you this. I'm going to take it back downstairs to the computer since you don't want me to watch the TV. So I did that. And he said he was president of the council. Then another experience I had sitting on the bench. Walkers, they do a lot of small talking, gossiping on those benches.
So I walked around the building. By the time I got to the building, all the ladies had jumped up off the bench and ran to security. And I thought they was just going in. So the security said, Miss Ali, let me tell you something. You know about it. And these people will make trouble for you. I said, I didn't say I didn't have any conflict. Well, I don't understand why they were running inside before I spoke. He said, they said you were walking on the grass and that you should be watched. They recommend for walking on the grass. I said, well, I saw animals walking on the grass in the desert, and also animals on the grass. What's wrong with me walking on the grass? There was no sign that said no walking on the grass, and there was a shortcut to the entrance. He said, just be careful because they'll make trouble for you. So it's not only management, it's also the tenants. And it's sad to know that our black people, because I never saw other people in there, are that hateful as ones who are older as well as those who are in administration. Prejudice have got to be prejudiced because you have a different name. I don't know what it is, but it's hateful.
That is very hateful.
Davis office, more than one. I was represented by Mason Nash. He was what you call those attorneys. People they were attorneys. But he bought, but he paid my rent. I went to court because they wanted me to pay them $10,000 when other people awarded a fire scene was going off here to go off automatically. They replaced 3 stoves because of defaulted stoves. But then I was the one that had it. Not only that, people, I don't understand. They just come in with a key. And I wake up, a man standing up on me more than once, and I'm asleep.
Oh. And they just come in on you without even knocking on the door?
Yeah. And so I told the security, not security, management, he said, that's my cousin. What does that have to do with my privacy?
Thank you.
So I didn't argue. I just, every time I could, because I have one of those cab cars, so I catch a cab everywhere I go. So when I couldn't sleep at night, I had the cab to just ride me around until I got sleepy like a baby, and then come in and lay down and go to sleep. One evening I came out, they had taken my fish tank and looked like they took a whole bunch of dirt and put it in my fish tank, and it was totally black with mud. Then when they called themselves dispossessed me for whatever reason, they threw my fish on the concrete and my fish died on the concrete. No, it's about the tank.
Are you serious? Oh, Lord have mercy.
I said, yeah, it happened to me. So I was depressed. I was depressed, and I prayed on it. I did all the legal professions that I could do. So I just accepted it. Again, the will to move forward, and I just got me a little condo where I subleased from somebody else. I don't have no bed of my own. I don't have no clothes that I had, and I had plenty of those. Nothing I had. Nothing. Only thing I was able to get because I could fit it in the cab with some of my corporate paperwork, and that was that.
Wow.
Nothing. It happened. So I thought I was going to the right people, going to the Congressman Danny Davis. He offered furniture, but where am I going to put furniture at that instant? And then he offered his help. So then they referred me to the West Side Justice Committee on West Side, and they helped me with legal documentation. But other than that, I had no help. So I think we people who have nonprofit concerned citizens about people who are more vulnerable to develop something, to assist. Because I have no assistance. And unfortunately, Nathan Nash, he quit working for the Negro Society, but the judge did say that nobody could take my stuff out. And he gave me, I told him I wanted to move because I was harassed. And simply because of the harassment, and Minister Trump was there witnessing on the Zoom, the judge said that my case wasn't going to a higher court. But he said that what they were doing was not right.
Of course
They
it.
were doing it.
Wow, I am so sorry to hear that, Sister Rashida. You just have a wealth of issues that needed to be. So I hope that you will join Sister Fatima. Naima will be sharing that information with Sister Fatima so that we can make this a group effort and have things on paper, because this is what they understand. Okay, it's time to get some more calls. Thank you so much, Sister Rashida. As we go to the phone line, 312-833. You're live on the Female Solution. Grand Rising. What's your name? Where you calling from? And what's your comment as it are you being abused, and who and where did you turn to? Who? Hi, who's this? Grand Rising, 312-833. Unmute yourself.
Yes, Grand Rising. Assalamu alaikum. This is Brother Minister Clark, Floyd Clark.
Mm-hmm.
And Rashida is telling, to my knowledge, a true story of her experience. I told her she needs to put that in the book, and whatever we can do to help her. However, there was a call made to the Nation of Islam, or that was concerned when she got evicted, and I did make a call, and I didn't get a direct personal response from Minister Ishmael Muhammad. So the best thing I could do at that point in time was text him. So I did text him on the same day. I texted a message, and I know it stayed on there at least for that day and maybe 2 or 3 other days. But then after that, the only thing I could say is I checked it again to see if the text was still there, and it was not.
Oh,
okay. But Rashida knows that she is also has helped a great deal of veterans. She has helped a great deal of homeless people, and I know it, and other people know it too. And she has helped me, and we have complimented her with whatever, or attempted to facilitate her in whatever ways that we can. She is also the executive secretary of the Harold Washington Foundation.
Oh, really?
Yes, she is. I don't know why she didn't mention that part. And she has been a servant of God for as I am concerned, as a witness, and especially Islam, as she has helped, as I said, the homeless people. She's just recently, her brother departed, and she, taking a homeless dinner down to a person's down on 94th or 95th of Cottage Road. And also, she has did a lot of help in terms of helping the children at the Harold Washington Elementary School. And as I said, she has helped me as well as the Harold Washington Foundation. I just want to share this thought too, because I'm speaking on it because it's a new service. We have a lot of different services that we offer for the Harold Washington Foundation. And the main thing that we offer is people helping people as a service. And we got a free internet service now going for the community. And the people need to meet us at Lake Road Village, 3515 South Cottage Road. And the next meeting is going to be tomorrow, Tuesday, from 6:58 to 9 p.m. And we encourage you that don't be late. Be on time at 6:58. And it's possible that we can hit the
All right. Thank you so much, Minister Plump. We greatly appreciate it. And it's time for our next commercial. We got to get some more calls. We see you on the line 336-350. We will be back after this commercial break. So you stay close. But first, I want to remind you that our Minister Plump talked about the Homeless Project. And if you go to our Instagram page, you will see all of the work that we're doing with the homeless program. Homeless project, I should say, and they are always in need of items. They are always in need of heaters, generators. I know it's you think it's still nice outside, but it gets cold at night. So if you would like to participate, this was a young man that we helped, and he just wanted to say how grateful he was. And you can see more of the footage that we have on our Instagram page, instagram.com/hln.homeless.project. And last but not least, if you are like-minded to share, I should say, anything that you have with the homeless, they are at Tent City on Des Plaines Avenue between Taylor and Roosevelt Road, just off of the the Kennedy Expressway. And in order to help us raise money for the items that they need, we always have the t-shirts that are available. And these are just a few that are on our website at higherlearningnetwork.org. This is one of our favorites. Meditate to activate. That's why we have that breathing experience in the morning. Here's another one. Another favorite of mine is to inhale genius and exhale doubt. And I know we get a lot of requests for this one, so I really appreciate that. Inhale faith and exhale fear. And those are just a few of the t-shirts that we have available, and they are tax deductible. So keep that in mind. It's $25, and you can send that to, just go to our higherlearningnetwork.org, and you'll see our page there, how you can order it, and as well as get other information on that. And I did not play the commercial for the Global Virtual Teen Talent Contest, and I apologize. So here it is right now. And thanks for watching. We'll be right back.
Hey there, talented teens. Are you ready to showcase your skills and potentially win cash prizes and scholarships? We're excited to announce our Global Virtual Teen Talent Contest, where you can enter by submitting a 1-minute video of your unique talent. Here's how to participate. 1. Record a 1-minute video of yourself performing your talent. 2. Share the video on TikTok. Include the hashtag Global Virtual Teen Talent Contest. 3. Tag 3 friends who also have amazing talents. Submit your video by the deadline. We can't wait to see all of the amazing talents that you have to offer. Remember to be creative and have fun with it. The top talents will be selected by a panel of judges and will be announced shortly after. So don't wait, start filming, and good luck.
And that is what you can do for the Global Virtual Teen Talent Contest. The next contest is July 29th. It is always the very last Saturday of the month. And stay close, and we'll be right back with our last half hour. Thank you so much for sharing the video.
Hi, I'm Dr. CJ of Aurora Health, where we combine orthopedic manual therapy and neuroscience to treat the whole person. Health tip for the day is keep it moving. Doesn't matter how, just keep it moving, doing something you enjoy. Walking, dancing, rolling on the floor with your dogs or kids, really anything. The body craves movement to keep its bones, joints, and the muscles happy. Even our mental health and internal organs and digestive system rely on our movement. Thanks for being a part of the Higher Learning Network on the Female Solution.
About finances, family, health, jobs, relationships? Are you in pain? Do you feel stuck? If you answer yes to any of these questions, help is available. Don't worry, you're not alone. It's part of the human process. You only feel this way because you haven't mastered the voices in your head. No
type, just down-to-earth, solid, workable tools and techniques that you can practice daily. It's really food for the soul. Whether you want to learn how not to worry about anything, reverse type 2 diabetes, publish a book, promote your product or service, or just make extra money. Take advantage of the deal of the day. Go to wether.com or call 212-409-6619. Mention promo code FEMAIL Solution and get free shipping. That's wether.com or 312-409-6619. Stop worrying today. Visit wether.com. Hi, I'm Naima Latif, executive producer of the Female Solution Global Radio TV show. We are a part of the online network of associated internet radio hosts. On Air. On Air empowers you with transformative news and interactive radio TV shows. This is such a wonderful time to be alive and to see our human family coming together as one community as a result of that powerful tool, the internet. We can now talk directly to each other all over the world. There's no need for conflict or misunderstanding. There's no need for violence to solve our differences. We can talk to each other face to face until we reach an agreement. On Air offers a fantastic global guide to communicators from all over the world who are using their internet platform to inspire us to strive to be our best selves in order to become the kind, compassionate, loving people we were all born to be. Once we do that, we'll see planet Earth transformed into a place of peace. Subscribe to the recommended YouTube channels, Facebook pages, and podcasts created by these Voices of Enlightenment. On Air provides daily news briefs and a weekly magazine to keep you abreast of events and opportunities. On Air news affiliates in television, radio, and print share information, insights, and interviews with notable personalities. Go to onaireverywhere.com for a daily dose of uplifting news. We're on air everywhere, online all the time. Susan Essentials is re-engineering what health looks like by leading you to the best wellness initiative in the world. Start your coaching plan today and create a new paradigm of health. Click here to learn more. Is Monday morning a struggle to get out of bed into the swing of things? Don't worry, you are not alone. Join us for thought-provoking, stimulating, and mindful conversations on higher learning with Zelda Speaks for your Monday morning mindfulness sessions on Blog Talk Radio, the Female Solution, Mondays, 7:30 to 9 a.m. Be sure to send your ideas, thoughts, comments, and suggestions. Also, if you'd like to be a guest on the show, visit ZeldaSpeaks.com and send us your info. We'd love to have you. Experience mindfulness moments with the mindfulness/stretch coach, Zelda Speaks. And thanks for sharing the mindfulness moments with us today. Stay on purpose, stay empowered. Stay tuned to the next session of mindfulness on higher learning with Zelda Speaks. Make it a positive day. Thanks for listening.
And thank you for joining us back here on The Female Solution. I'm your host, Zelda Speaks. Welcome to Monday Morning Mindfulness. As we wind down this last half hour together, as you can see on the screen, it's Austin's Got Talent. I forgot to send a shout out to my girl, Beyonce Fox, who was one of the celebrity judges there. Leon, that's Officer William Martinez right there. That's the guy from Channel 2. I forgot his name. And Leon Rogers is right over there in the corner. But all that information, the video is right there on our YouTube channel on Higher Learning TV show. Last but not least, if you have not been out to the Black Ensemble Theater, it's the 2023 season of excellence. And you too can go to the Black Ensemble Theater. This is where we saw the housewives of Motown. and it was I just got to tell you, it was just some kind of special. And if you are not a theater goer, you will be after you go see the Housewives, the Real Housewives of Motown. And there it is there on the screen. The Black Ensemble Theater is waiting for your present. If you want to have a good time, this is where you need to go. And I'm pulling it up here on the screen for those who are on the switchboard, which we're coming to in just a few minutes. This is the Real Housewives of Motown. Check it out. It's only 48 seconds.
Housewives of Motown! Get ready, 'cause here we go.
The Chicago Reader highly recommends The Real Housewives of Motown, calling it a beautiful labor of love. Join us for this exciting musical journey as we discover what life was like for the women married to the stars. The Real Housewives of Motown, now playing through July 9th. Tickets at blackensemble.org or call the box office at 773-769 4451. Come and hear what the wives have to say.
The Real Housewives of Motown. It was simply fabulous. If you have not seen it, it's running until July 2nd. You can get tickets now by going to blackensemble.org, The Real Housewives of Motown. And on the inside, I bet you didn't know about this. Coming to Chicago very soon, The Reasons, a tribute to Earth, Wind, and Fire, A Taste of Soul, The Other Cinderella, and then it has something called Fridays on the Green, returning this summer on the Black Ensemble lawn, July 21st and 28th, August 5th and August 12th. Free and open to the public. All you have to do is show up. And that's at the Black Ensemble Theater. If you are not a theater go, but you like Motown music, you will like this Motown music, I promise you. And as we bring to the microphone, my sister of the microphone, it's our very own executive producer, Naima Latif. That's my Arsenio Hall version.
Yes. Well, grand rising to everyone. And if you are not yet a senior, just keep living. You will be one.
Okay.
So this is a show for everybody.
Let's keep
because
living.
At some point you're going to address how our society deals with people who are seniors. So we have a responsibility to make things right before we get to that stage.
Yes, we do.
And unfortunately, elder abuse and neglect is more widespread than we realize. Just for those who may not understand what it is, and my heart goes out to Rashida Ali, and we're going to definitely help her follow up to get some relief, because what was done to her was illegal.
Yeah, that was illegal.
And this is from an elder law website, stanwikilaw.com. And they say, surprisingly and unfortunately, elder abuse is more common than people think. Knowing the signs, acting swiftly, and working with an elder law attorney can make all the difference before major emotional and financial harm is done. So here are a few types of elder abuse. Number one, physical elder abuse. This is a non-accidental use of force that results in physical pain, injury, or impairment. It can include inappropriate use of drugs, restraints, or confinement. 2, emotional elder abuse. Emotional or psychological pain or distress, such as intimidation by yelling, humiliation, ignorance, continuous blaming, terrorizing, or menacing. And I'm sure there's some things in there that both of the sisters that spoke today have experienced. And the third thing listed here is sexual elder abuse, inappropriate contact without consent. Such contact can include physical sexual acts, forcefully watching of sexual acts, or forcing an elder to undress. And,
Yeah.
you know, there are other things such as elder neglect, failure of caregiver obligations can be intentional or unintentional based on factors of denial or ignorance. And that's the most commonly reported case. And that sounds like what Sister Fatima was talking about, just basic neglect. And then financial exploitation. This sounds like what Rashida went through. Unauthorized use of funds, assets, or property by either a caregiver, guardian, or scam artist. And this is another one. Healthcare fraud or abuse usually involves unethical doctors, nurses, hospital personnel, and other professional care providers. And some examples of that, which I'm sure a lot of us have gone through it and not known to stand up for our rights. But some of the examples of elderly healthcare fraud are not providing healthcare, but charging for it, overcharging or double billing for medical care, prescribing certain drugs for the benefit of the provider, not the patient. We know that happens all the time. Recommending fraudulent remedies or overdosing or Medicaid fraud. It's, you know, billing Medicaid for something you didn't give to them. So these are just some of the things that happen often. And sometimes our children or our siblings, they're not really paying attention. They're not involved. And we've been kind of conditioned to comply with whatever happens to us. So that when we're being abused, we're upset, but we don't know where to turn. Or if we turn to supposed authorities, we get ignored. And that's what creates the trauma. You go to your elected officials, you go to management, you know, property management, you go to healthcare providers, you go to the people and you complain and they dismiss you as if you're of no value. That's very traumatizing. And it happens to seniors all the time because in this culture, we don't have respect for our seniors. That's the problem we got.
Yep.
Just disregard. Why would you disrespect the very people you're going to become in the next few years? So we have to change the culture. And unfortunately, people only act nice when there's a price to pay for being not nice. So that's what lawyers do. And unfortunately, in a lot of these cases, we have to sue to make someone do what they should have done because they were a decent person.
Right.
And I would suggest for the sisters who spoke to today, Sister Fatima as well as Sister Rashida, I would suggest that they organize other seniors that are in that same situation, find a good attorney that's not going to exploit them, and file a class action lawsuit.
Yes, there you go. There you go. People respond to lawsuits.
They respond to lawsuits. When you hit their pocket, they'll figure out how to be nice.
Yeah, yeah. You are right on target. They understand lawsuits. When they know they got a lawsuit coming against them, they might have a tendency to change things around a little bit.
Absolutely. And we need to set these things in motion because all of us are going to be those seniors at one point, and we don't want to feel like our rights as human beings are going to be denied or dismissed or ignored. And especially seniors are targeted because it's just assumed that you're going to have all these ailments when you get older. So the senior population is the biggest target. We know this because, you know, Beata talks about it all the time.
Yep.
Biggest target for the pharmaceutical industries. So we're always seeing senior citizens being abused when it comes to either the extreme cost of medications or over medicating, just trying to coerce you to maybe take some things that aren't in your best interest, but will make them some money. And they know a lot of the seniors, especially the era that they grew up in, you never question what doctors tell you. And so a lot of seniors have been abused by the healthcare industry. And who do you go to if the people who are supposed to be helping you are the ones who are hurting you? Yep. So unfortunately, there are people who should be in position to help that are actually committing harm and exploiting our senior population. And we have to care because it's going to be us. We are going to be them in a very short time.
Yep.
And we have to have the laws in place, and we have to have the laws enforced. So I invite any lawyer, if you're listening to this show, you can email me at naima.thefemalesolution@gmail.com. That's naimah.thefemalesolution@gmail.com.
We've got some calls. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah, and I was just gonna say, if you're a lawyer and you really have a heart to help seniors, we understand it costs. One of the things we're going to set up on our website is a fund page for different things that come up that may require some group funding, because we don't want to exploit people. We know that your services cost, but if you're willing to be reasonable and willing to really put forth the effort, then we'll assist in raising the money, the group funding, to pay you so that we can, as a collective, get the right treatment and correct the problem. Even if it means going to court and suing, then we'll work with a good lawyer that's willing to take the case and maybe work with a class action lawsuit so that our seniors can get their just due.
Amen. And thank you for reminding me about the money, because I completely forgot about it. If they want to, excuse me, when making donations to the homeless, for generators and heaters and water and food and all that other kind of stuff, if you want to send via Cash App or Venmo or email or PayPal, all of that information is available on our website on higherlearningnetwork.org. Let's go to the phone lines because the show is almost over. Are we having an after show, Naima?
Well, I think we've pretty much said what needs to be said.
Yeah. Let's get a couple of calls. 336-350. Did we get that call? I don't know who that is, but that's a whole lot.
I think it sounds like Mama AZ, I believe, but I don't know why we got an echo.
I've got two calls from Mama A. Is it 336-350? Okay, Mama
twice.
Mama AZ, you need to turn something off, because that's not good. 773-984. You are live on the Female Solution. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Are you being abused? Do you know where to turn to? Oh, this is Rashida. Okay, I'm sorry, Rashida. 312602. Okay. Accidentally kicked that call off. Well, you got about 5 minutes because it's 8:53. And for those of you who are just joining us, we're talking about abuse, specifically senior abuse. So if you have information that you can share with us, we would gladly appreciate it. You can email me at zelda.thefemalesolution@gmail.com or zelda@higherlearningnetwork.org, either one of those. And so far, I have been able to post the information on my blog, zeldaspeaks.wordpress.com. There are some resources here, but I like that idea of a class action lawsuit. They understand that. So, excuse me. As you can see, there are lots of resources there. Physical, elder abuse. Okay, and Naima just read that to you, but there's lots of information on there. So you be sure and copy and paste this information, because when you share the blog, there is a tendency that it may or may not be delivered, because on the Female Solution, we do too much right and a wrong work.
Well, that's why we work with collective action, because, and I would also urge our seniors, make some alliance with people, with other seniors, with other groups, other activist groups. Make some alliances so that you're not alone. That's one of the reasons why a lot of our seniors get abused. If they don't have other family members that are speaking up for them, then they get taken advantage of. So make alliances, make friends. Get involved with groups that are standing up for rights of others. I know Rainbow Push is just always been there for people to stand up for rights, and I'm sure they get overwhelmed with complaints, and so they work on now changing policies.
Yes.
Because there's just so many individual complaints that come in day to day where people are being abused. And so that's why we have to work as a collective, changing the laws, changing the policies, and sometimes taking punitive action when people won't do as they're asked to do. When they're asked to do what's right, they refuse. Okay, well then you need to pay. If you can't do it from the goodness of your heart, then you're going to have to do it from the expense of your wallet. But you're going to do what's right. That's what we have to make people do that as a society so that everybody can live in peace. It's no reason for people to be abused, and definitely no reason for our senior citizens to be taken advantage of.
And I'm so glad that this was brought to my attention, Naeem, because I knew there was abuse going on, but not at this level. My goodness.
Yeah.
I mean, coming in on you when you sleep, you wake up and you see a strange man standing above.
Yeah, now that's got to be illegal. We got Mama AZ is back. Mama AZ, let's see if we
336-350. Is that Mama AZ?
Yes.
My mic is
can you speak so we can hear you? Make sure you're unmuted.
Yes, ma'am. Loud and clear. Go right ahead, Mama AZ. Go. So good to hear from you.
Thanks, are you still there?
Yes, ma'am. Go right ahead.
Okay, you're messing with my phone. Let me, Dr. Latif, greetings, family.
Greetings.
You Rashida and the sister that was on. I wrote it down in class action suit. I sent you a letter that was tapped on my door by the manager. I've been living here since 2018. It's a lot going on. And because of the assignment that I'm on, while I was brought here to Fort Huachuca, Sierra Vista, Miracle Valley, there is a lot of elder abuse. At the nursing home not too far from where I am right now, one of the residents came in and killed the woman and raped her.
Oh my goodness.
They do that. Killed the woman and raped her in the nursing home.
Horrifying.
The nurses did not pay attention. It was cold, and the elder went outside and got trapped and couldn't get back in. And they found her froze to death in the snow. This happens all the time. I'm learning a whole lot by living here in Cochise County, Sierra Vista, Arizona. Up the street is Miracle Valley. It goes back to the shootout. That's one of my major purposes for being here, because the family that's there in Harvey, Illinois, who has the church that was connected to Miracle Valley here in Arizona, they had a shootout. It's on film that Jesse Jackson back then came out to investigate. They snatched that film off, and they also took down a lot of information that I had concerning Chicago and Arizona. All of this family is connected. One of the things I want to stress, they do this, like you said, to elders and to people that do not have family.
Yeah.
That don't the siblings, the daughters, the sons, all of this.
Yeah. We got about 30 seconds before we go online.
Train my
I'll let our listeners know.
Certain things.
Hold on, Mama AZ. Hold on, Mama AZ. Hold on for a second. We're about to close the show, and I got to play the ending. So just hold on. We're gonna go over just a few minutes. So just hold on. And everybody else, press 1 if you want to speak right now, because otherwise the switchboard cuts off at 12 o'clock, and it's about that time. I mean 9 o'clock.
To the end of our show today, but you can hear every show in the archives at www.blogtalkradio.com/the-female-solution. You can also hear today's show on the Female Solution Facebook page. Go to www.facebook.com/the-female-solution. Leave your comments about today's show. You can always reach me on my website at www.naimalatif.com. That's www.naimalatif.com. Watch our TV shows, listen to our radio shows, order our books, and be sure to get your copy of the book, The Female Solution. On behalf of our team of radio hosts, I'd like to thank all of you who participated in today's discussion. And to our global family listening from all around the world, we say thank you. To our family in China, India, Zanzibar, Japan, Arigato, Korea, Kamsahamnida, Russia, Spasiba, Germany, Danke, Poland, Dziękuję, France, Merci, Spain, Gracias, Italy, Grazie, Egypt, Shukran, Ghana, Madagascar, Nigeria, Italy, South Africa, Lemonga, Senegal, Yemen, Kenya, Asante, Israel, Jordan, Pakistan, Shukriya, Afghanistan, Kashakur, Saudi Arabia, Shukran. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you. And may peace be upon you and the mercy of God and God's blessing.
Okay, Mama AZ, you're still live on the air. Go right ahead with your story, please. Continue. Mama AZ.
Thank you so much.
You're quite welcome.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Loud and clear.
Okay, sisters, family, what I'm saying is getting ready to get real. And like the sister said earlier, sometimes when you get our age, you just want to be comfortable. You just want to be at peace,
yes.
And you don't want to start anything. However, there are other elders who are also up in the midst to create havoc, either not doing anything or spreading the word of negativity to the people. Like that letter that I sent you, that was my manager. It's because I was naked, family, and they came and twisted the door. When I say they, management wanted to change the filter. And God dang it, I was in my wheelchair, just got myself out of the shower, and I was god dang naked, and they twisted the door, and the result of that was that dang letter. Okay? I have been dealing with this all the time since I've been here, but the reason that I deal with it, I put up with this family, is because of the assignment that I came here for. And that assignment is Chicago and Miracle Valley. It's very, very important. I have been talking about this for at least since 2016. And I have been researching. And Sister Zelda, I'm going to say this to you. I've reached out to Dr. Latif. I've reached out to Dr. Z. I've reached out to other many people. I've even reached out to your friend, Sister Zelda, who's stationed in Phoenix years ago, because she does documentaries, or you know what I'm talking about. Anyhow, I have gotten no communication. Something is getting ready to happen. And the elders that are having issues, stay strong. Because the negative forces are messing with you because of the ancient wisdom, family, and the people that we are connected with from others, or the people, or the ascended masters from other dimensions. I know what I'm talking about because of what happened yesterday at Miracle Valley. Cochise County has shut me down, and they're continuing to do everything to get me off track. You see, even the sister, Pastor Thomas, the Miracle Church there in Harvey, Illinois, her daughters, she's communicating with me, Dr. Lateef, like your husband and minister. I want to put this in here too. Minister Cynthia Marie Williams is also communicating with me.
Really?
Yes. I'm not bullshitting you by the freeway. I am not. It took another sister from Florida to hear Minister Williams, and she calmed me, family. Let me calm down. My grandson took me to Miracle Valley yesterday to get a healing, and that's another show. Let me stay on point. The sister who is a crystal, she does crystal in Florida, okay? She calls me, and she said, Mama AV, I'm concerned about you, sister. You've been bugging the crap out of me. What's going on? And I was having issues with my body. And by the way, I'm raising funds. If anybody can donate $1 to whatever, my Earth Day is coming Saturday, and I plan to be at Miracle Valley in a truck, driving with this one leg, and doing a revival. But let me stay to the point. Minister called the sister in Florida, Miriam, and had Miriam to call me. And how I know, Miriam said, are you familiar with anybody by the name of Cynthia Marie Williams? And I'm like, but she didn't say Williams, she said Cynthia Marie. I couldn't believe it. I'm getting chilled on telling you this, family. I had to shut up. And when she sent me one of Minister's videos, she was so intense about it. She went up online. I saw it. She went up online and she sent me a video of Minister, and she said, she's there with you, Mama AC. He wants you to hear her. And this is no joke. Before Miriam called me, things have been dropping. I have been feeling people close to me. And I said, look, tell me who you are, because I can't see you, but I feel you. And I returned 5 minutes, 10 minutes, within 10 minutes, Miriam called me from Florida to ask me about minister. I'm not kidding you.
Wow.
And let me tell you something else, family. Let me tell you something else. Years ago, when minister first connected, and Dr. Lateef, please, if you can go back and find that podcast where I met minister, and I said to her, she has given me enough air to air my balls up to come out of the closet. And I'm not talking about being gay. I'm talking about knowing and hearing from the other side. It was Minister Cynthia Marie Williams that gave me the courage to speak up, to be a part of the resurrection of Miracle Valley, to research, to bring those people that are hot in Harvey, Illinois, that's connected to Miracle Valley, and Jesse Jackson, before he leaves the planet, if somebody can get him to Miracle Valley, and we can have prayer for healing. I'm not kidding you. I saw all of this yesterday concerning Jesse Jackson. I'm not kidding you, family. The people are calling, the ancestors are calling for a healing. You see, they want to shut down people
of knowledges like Brother Kwame, like myself, like many others, because we are it.
Right.
We after us, it will be no more. You see, the old ways, the growing the food, the things you're living, like the little sister is doing yesterday on the show. I mean, it's time, family, and I'm reaching out for your help. It's bigger than the abuse that situation with myself, many of us, it's bigger than that. And that Chicago, let me tell you, that Chicago is no joke. They told me about this in 2006. Your husband, Dr. Latif, I haven't heard from him too much. There are others that are in the forefront now, like Minister Williams and Reverend Allen, A.A. Allen of Miracle Valley. I'm telling you, what happened yesterday, there's no doubt in my mind that something is getting ready to happen. We here, Cochise County, and in Maricopa County, in Arizona, here in Arizona, the social services, the agencies, all the agencies, child protective services, and the military, this base here. I don't know, family, if I'll be here tomorrow, but I see what's happening, all right? They're all screwing off everybody. And they're all, it is the child trafficking and women, especially indigenous women, even in my Baha'i community, people got to sit off the toilet if they're not going to eliminate the dirt. They must get off the toilet. And the reason that I'm able to think this story about it, my grandson is saying what he does, and it gave me some energy.
And what happened to your grandson?
She said he gave her some energy.
Gave me some, my grandson and my great-granddaughter gave me some energy. Zania is my great-granddaughter. My mother, when I was pregnant with his mother, and I talked about this yesterday, my mother poured the gun on me and said, if you don't let me take you to the border, to Nogales, to Fort Naco is the border. If you don't allow me, I'm going to blow your brains out. We're going to go and get rid of this, baby. And I said, Mama, you just blow my brains out. I don't care. But I'm having this child. And yesterday, I saw the end product. My grandson, okay? He's confused in many ways. We have got to come back to a unified position, family. And I don't know how long I'm going to be here.
None of us do, Mama AZ. None of us do. None of us do.
Leave the planet, but I'm here today. My grandson gave me enough air to have this reason with you. Family, you don't know how crucial Chicago is. You don't know how when Jesse Jackson came out here, what a dent and imprint it put. See, everybody's in there with everybody. Okay? Everybody is in there with everybody. And it has to stop. And that's why I came to the planet. I can't leave right now. But thank you, sister, for having this platform and you, Dr. Latif. Thank you.
Thank us.
You for coming to North Carolina and filming. I hope that one day you can find those films to share it with my tribe, my children. Because my daughter doesn't know the history of her coming to the planet by way of me.
But I saw my grandson and my great granddaughter, and I'm like, oh my God, it was like minister, everybody. Minister had this saying, I am the God in you, the you, the son. I need to know how to say that so I can write it. Because I have a glass of water at my altar and to minister. Because that woman is working overtime. And when I heard Lois, I got to call Lois. When I heard Lois say about the letter, that money was placed in ministers' cards and how they whipped stolen cards, that I couldn't even sleep. It hurt me so bad I could not sleep. And then she didn't get the care. I understand that because no one has time. It's set up to where even people who want to help don't have the energy or whatever. Maybe minister has to leave. Maybe because of what is unfolding now. You see. But the woman was deep. And she's even deeper because she got Miriam down in Florida to call me and put me on notice. Pay attention. Pay attention, Mama AZ. Pay attention. That's minister communicating with you. So, thank you.
Thank you, Mama AZ. Feel free to hold on, Mama AZ. Baba Kwame Sunhorse, I believe, is with us, 706-202. Grand Rising, Baba. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Grand Rising and assalamu alaikum to Nine of the Chief and Grand Rising, Mama AZ.
So
excellent show. Again, my being here this time that I've been here is for a reason. And we talk about the use of doing to our seniors. You know, you hate to see or even answer them that you're doing things to your parents because of the difficulties in their own life. It's called mental abuse. You know, and that mental abuse, seeing this as I've been here and seeing the energy shift in my mother and the things in which I've noticed and how the sibling is interacting with her, it allowed me to say that, you know, it's really sad that the child can do this to their own parents.
Yeah.
Because of them wanting to have what's going to be left for them. And it's really a challenge to, you know, look at this and say, what do I do to this person, even with talking to them? You know, I know that they're going to deny and they're going to say, oh, no, you're just imagining, oh, no, I'm just telling you. No, I've seen it. I've witnessed it since I've been here. And this is why I'm going to return in October, because I need to be here and wondered why she was always going to the hospital, because she would fake her illness in order to get out of the house being with this person.
Really?
And it's really sad, you know, when you see what's happening and your other siblings are saying about their challenge with the same thing and the confrontation. So I thank you for the show. It's because we have to begin to look at these are generational traumas, and these are abuses that have been done inside the families. And so, yeah, institutions and places, nursing homes and doing that, and caretakers. And luckily, she had a caretaker that comes in for her that really cares for her and does the things that she would like to do. You can't have a senior sitting up all day long in a chair watching watching game shows and doing this. They have to get up and move, and they don't want to do that. They don't want to be bothered. They want to be off in their room, doing their own thing. And I've seen it, you know, and it's sad, but I have to own what it is. The creators allow me to see and allow me to say, okay, we've got to have a reasoning with the other siblings and saying, okay, y'all have to come over here and take her out, do things with her, because we don't know when that day is coming.
Sure don't.
I just thank you for, allowing me to hear this, because that's the creator. And Mama AZ is talking for those on the other side, but we got to look at the ones that are still.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. And then,
Yes.
Yes, go right ahead.
Brother Kwame, my dear brother, thank you for being on one hand a rock of grounding, a grounding stone, a grounding setting people, a grounding mineral people. Thank you for being in my life. And I give thanks no matter what challenges my mom had with me. I love this woman. I love you, Mama, because you gave me the opportunity to come here and be a part of all of the female solution and soul purpose healing and beyond. So, Brother Kwame, thank you for coming to North Carolina, to Camp Arizona, to express. Thank you for just being here, and thank you for confirming something that came to me about your situation. I was in meditation, and I started to call you, and I was something so no, just wait. And I would learn if you didn't come on the show right now and express what was coming through. And I give thanks to the Creator.
I really had to wait till I could come outside, because I sent Delta a text. I got up this morning, and I made breakfast with her. Healthy, better. I do the potatoes, you do the onions, and we'll make our breakfast. And this is what I've been doing active. Is getting her to participate and not just sit.
Yes.
For somebody to get up and do something.
Right.
No, we interact, and she needs that action.
Yes.
And so right now, I'm doing that. Okay.
Well, thank you so much for doing that.
Yes. That my prayers have been heard to give you the strength, Brother Kwame, to do that. This is necessary. What you're doing is a necessity spiritually. And I give thanks. And you just eat well, eat right, and keep doing what you're doing, brother. Because I love you, Brother Kwame, and I love your mom for even allowing you to be here. Did you hear me? And you give her a hug.
Yes.
Thank you, Zelda. Thank you, sister. Thank you, Dr. Latif.
Thank you,
Thank
Mom.
you, Mom AZ. And like Mom AZ is saying about the role of the elders, they're like living libraries. They have knowledge and information, and when we dismiss them or try to treat them like they're mentally impaired, when they speak of knowledge that's beyond what this society has decided is acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to value them because they are here to pass on information and knowledge and wisdom that our young people are lacking. That's why they're making so many errors in judgment, because we cut off that connection to the wisdom of the elders. Yes, our seniors, our elders have made some errors, but that's how you learn. So you learn from the things that you did that didn't go well, and then you learn from the things that you did that did go well. So whatever they did, whatever mistakes our parents made, it was to make us wiser, it was to make us better. And the things that they did right, we need to emulate, because that's also was what will help us to become better. But we can't just shuffle them off in a home because we don't want to be bothered. We want to live our lives. They need to be part of our lives. And I know it's challenging when someone may have a physical impairment, but we are not the bodies we're living in. This is just an encasing. We are the consciousness in the body. And as long as that elder, that senior, that respected person who is the oldest in the family, that's carrying the wisdom and the knowledge and the history, is still alive, then we have to gather around them. And if you don't have blood family that's available, then adopt a family. Connect with somebody's family, connect with nieces, nephews, cousins. We have to have connections. The worst thing that we've done is isolate our seniors, and that's why they're getting such abuse. When you don't, when the staff at these facilities don't see any family members come out to see about their loved one, they don't get any visits, nobody checks on them. Well, they don't care. I mean, the ones who work in there, they're working a job, so they provide the minimal is what's necessary. And like Baba Kwame saying, they'll let somebody sit in a chair all day long and watch TV, no stimulation at all, because they get paid, and so they don't care. So we have to care. We have to care. We have to surround them. We have to visit them, and we have to give them a chance to be connected with the little ones. Let the grandparents interact with the grandchildren. How else are the grandchildren going to have a sense of purpose and identity and who they are and the significance of what they have today as a result of the work and the efforts and the triumphs of those who came before them? So we have to make that connection and not allow that connection to be broken. And if we didn't learn anything else, it's that if we don't take care of our seniors, nobody's going to take care of us. So it's our job to correct these things. And whatever you're going through, that's your assignment. That's the thing that you came here to fix. So however bad it is, that's really your testimony of the strength that you have, because you are enduring it and you're fighting back. And what Minister Cynthia used to tell us all the time, she remembers at one point when she was about to be born, and she said, I accept the challenge, meaning I accept the challenge of handling all of these things I'm going to endure in my life so that I can be a teacher, I can be one that inspires, and I can help to enlighten. And I'm going to go through these things on the earth plane for the benefit of teaching those around me. And she accepted that challenge, and she was triumphant in that challenge. So now that she's illuminated a lot of things, a lot of the neglect, a lot of the abuse that happens to our seniors, we have the responsibility of changing the way we treat people and changing the system that we allow to abuse people, so that by law, you must treat others as you wish to be treated. You must love your neighbor as yourself. We want you to do it because it's in your heart, but until your heart changes, we're going to make you do it by law, because that's our responsibility, to ensure that everybody is treated well.
And yes, we are our sisters and our brothers' keeper. Yes, we are. And we are responsible, so that we are playing our part. So the question is, what will you do? How will you become evolved in this process? So I want to thank you so very much for being a part of this Monday morning mindfulness. Please go to my blog, zeldaspeaks.wordpress.com, and copy and paste that information and share it with everyone that you know. We appreciate you. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning with Jody Susan on Susan Essentials. And Wednesday, what can we expect, Naima?
This Wednesday, I thought it was last week, but actually this Wednesday is the men only discussion. And of course, as always, our brothers speak of things that affect their hearts. We know that we've had Father's Day, and they'll get a chance to really talk about some of the challenges in being a father in these times, especially with so many broken relationships. How can you still have a relationship with your children, even if the relationship with their mother has ended? And we'll get a chance to hear them talk about that. And certainly Thursday, we have Soulful Solutions with Dr. Debbie Green, and she's continuing her series on handling grief. Such a deep thing, and then that's one of the things that precipitate a lot of our alcoholism and drug abuse. So we have to get to the underlying root cause of the pain that we're seeking to self-medicate away. And then, of course, we've got health and well-being with Beata on Friday. And as always, some real revelations about our health and learning some natural ways to keep our bodies healthy and overcoming the abuses of the health scare industry.
Yeah.
And of course,
I like that.
Yes. And then Saturday, our first Saturday of the month, host Jana joining us live from London, as always, giving us that global view and what's happening in the UK and how we can learn how to communicate using nonviolent communication. She's an expert in that. And so we'll hear from Jana this Saturday. And of course, we'll start all over again on Sunday with Soulful Solutions. I'm sorry, with Soul Purpose Healing with Beata on Sunday evening. So we invite you to join us every day and like and share every host's Facebook and YouTube channel so that you can keep connected every day and share the wisdom with the world.
And you can always text us for updates and we'll keep you posted. You can get the newsletter as well. Text 219-699-2114 for weekly updates. Thank you so much. We appreciate your being here. We will see you back here tomorrow morning with Jody Susan on self-care. And until then, remember to do something special for yourself. Stay on purpose. Stay empowered and stay tuned to Higher Learning. And thanks for watching and sharing this video. Make it a great day.
The Female Solution Global Radio TV Show invites you to an invigorating conversation with our team of hosts Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Time. Start your week with Monday Morning Mindfulness with Zelda Speaks. Tuesdays, Self-Care with Jody Susan. Wednesdays, Repairing Broken Families with Naima Latif and co-host Kareem Hamid. Thursdays, Soulful Solutions with Dr. Debbie Green. And Fridays, Health and Wellbeing with Beata. Saturdays, tune in 12 noon to 2 p.m. Central Time. First Saturday, Success Strategies with Jana. Second Saturday, Wendy Williams Esquire on relationships. Third Saturday, Move Around with Deborah. And fourth Saturday, Wisdom with Mama D. Join us Sundays, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Time for Soul Purpose Healing with Beata. Call in and comment 515-605-9325. Press 1 to speak to the host and be a part of the solution.
We love you on Windy City Live. Yes, we do. Tell us, how did all this happen? How did this come about?
Well, I play me. I play Val Warner in Chirac, which is really cool. So when people see this movie, they are literally seeing Val, and I am a reporter in the movie.
We talk about the violence, but what can we do personally?
I think we got to be engaged, and I think engaged in a number of things. In our block, in our home, in our neighborhood, we got to be engaged. We got to fight the issues. We got to fight a government that is abandoned, whole communities on the south and the west side. We got to fight a governor who's cut out every youth employment program, who's cut out violence prevention programs, who's abandoned our communities and the poor and the vulnerable. And I think we got to reach out to our brothers on the street and love them and respect them and help them, not just demonize them.
I'll just say like this. First of all, give you the history of coming to Chicago and telling my jokes as a young cat. I'm 37 now. I started about almost 15 years ago. Elroy taking me under his wing, letting me do some jokes here and there for the radio stations and all that kind of stuff.
I learned that no matter what you do and how much of a genuine heart you have, and if you're coming from a good place, people are going to criticize if they don't agree with what you're doing.
Yo, what's up? It's your man Tony Schofield from 106.3 Chicago's R&B, and you are watching Men on Higher Learning. Now, I used to hang around with some men that was into some higher learning. It just wasn't that kind of higher learning, but I got myself together now, okay?
What is it that you do in your quiet time, in your meditation time, that allows you to bring us the films that you do?
I sit courtside in Madison Square Garden, world's most famous arena.
Fatima, and you're watching CTV on the Higher Learning Network. Got your head right.
Are you stressed out? Are you ready to learn some quick techniques on how to de-stress immediately? Then book your free 30-minute consultation with Zelda Speaks, the Mindfulness Stress Relief Coach, at higherlearningnetwork.org. Thanks for sharing. Are you stressed out? Are you ready to learn some quick techniques on how to de-stress immediately? Then book your free 30-minute consultation with Zelda Speaks, the Mindfulness Stress Relief Coach, at higherlearningnetwork.org. Thanks for sharing.
Attention all talented teens ages 13 to 19. Are you ready to show the world what you've got? We're excited to announce the latest global virtual teen talent contest, where you win cash prizes and scholarships by performing your unique talent. Here's how to participate. 1. Record a 1-minute video of yourself performing your talent. 2. Upload the video, link in description or comments. 3. Submit your video by the deadline. We're looking for a wide range of talents, from singing and dancing to magic tricks and comedy skits. So whether you're a musician, an actor, or a chef, we want to see your unique talent. The top talents will be selected by a panel of judges and will be announced shortly after. So don't wait, start filming and good luck.
Love you on Windy City Live. Yes, we do. Tell us, how did all this happen? How did this come about?
Well, I play me. I play Val Warner in Chirac, which is really cool. So when people see this movie, they are literally seeing Val, and I am a reporter in the movie.
We talk about the violence, but what can we do personally?
I think we got to be engaged, and I think engaged in a number of things. In our block, in our home, in our neighborhood, we got to be engaged. We got to fight the issues. We got to fight a government that is abandoned, whole communities on the south and the west side. We got to fight a governor who's cut out every youth employment program, who's cut out violence prevention programs, who's abandoned our communities and the poor and the vulnerable. And I think we got to reach out to our brothers on the street and love them and respect them and help them, not just demonize them.
I'll just say like this. First of all, give you the history of coming to Chicago and telling my jokes as a young cat. I'm 37 now. I started about almost 15 years ago. Elroy taking me under his wing, let me do some jokes here and there for the radio stations and all that kind of stuff.
I learned that no matter what you do and how much of a genuine heart you have, and if you're coming from a good place, people are going to criticize if they don't agree with what you're doing.
Yo, what's up? It's your man Tony Schofield from 106.3 Chicago's R&B, and you are watching Men on Higher Learning. Now, I used to hang around with some men that was into some higher learning. It just wasn't that kind of higher learning, but I got myself together now, okay?
What is it that you do in your quiet time, in your meditation time, that allows you to bring us the films that you do?
I sit courtside in Madison Square Garden, world's most famous arena.
Latifah, and you're watching ZTV on the Higher Learning Network. Yeah, right.